why would whites seek to establish a system of white supremacy all over the world, oppressing and subordinating people who have the capacity to produce color? And what I came up with is this, that, let me see how I'll begin, that if people go around talking, if anyone goes around talking about I am superior to everyone, then the psychiatrists or the behavioral scientists, in questioning in their own mind, why is this individual saying this? Many times we come up with the fact that the individual is feeling inferior or inadequate, do you see? And they are compensating by trying to make people believe that they are superior. So when we hear people saying that white is superior, white is superior, white is superior, then I raise the question in my mind, well, let's look first of all at what white represents. And when we look at white skin from the point of view of the biologist or the geneticist, we see that the inability to produce color, the inability to produce melanin pigment, which is responsible for all skin coloration, that not being able to produce this color is actually a genetic deficiency state, and it is a form of albinism. All right, but it has never been looked at in this way within the context of the white supremacy culture, but it nonetheless is this. So that I said in that paper that apparently white people having this genetic deficiency state and also existing in the world in very small numbers relative to the people who have the capacity to produce color. For example, white people represent about 1/10 of the world's population. People who have the capacity to produce color, black, brown, red, and yellow people so-called, represent 9/10 of the total world population. So that when whites, I say, when they moved out of Europe, circled around the globe and found out, wow, well, there are very few people like ourselves who have this inability to produce color. And they had a psychological reaction to, number one, the fact that they were a numerical minority, and number two, on the basis that they did not have the capacity to produce color, as the vast majority of the people in the world did. And they felt color deficient, numerically deficient and color deficient. Now, one way that they could psychologically compensate for this sense of genetic inadequacy and numerical deficiency would be to say, well, I really don't like the fact that I can't produce color, but if I can make the people who have color believe that they're the ugly people and feel that they are degraded, then I can feel good.